Hey guys, how's it going? Right behind me is another rental property I just purchased, and I'm going to take you through the before and after. This one's pretty tired, and we're going to do a little bit more updated, but I'm going to take you through and show you what it looks like now, and by the end of the video, you'll see a totally updated, beautiful home. So let's go take a look. All right, guys, let's come on in. I'll give you a brief tour of what I have purchased. So the room we're in right now is called the living room. We want to make it feel like it's part of the kitchen, more open. So what I can do is take this wall out, probably to about right here, because behind this wall is a bedroom. So I'm going to take as much wall out as possible, and it has carpet to tile. And what we're going to do is make this all one flooring. We're going to put down most likely LVP, luxury vinyl planks. But check out this kitchen. These are too far gone. We're going to tear all these out and put in a whole new kitchen. This is old school. We're tearing this out, and we're going to extend the kitchen counter down to here. No more Formica. We're going to go with onyx countertops. Another problem is these refrigerators, they now make them where they're not so deep. I'm going to be able to pick up about another 4 inches, so this will slide back farther so it doesn't stick out into the kitchen. To keep costs down, I'm keeping all the appliances where they're at, but we're updating all the appliances. And this goes into the laundry room. This is part of the laundry. We're going to make it so that it feels like it's part of the kitchen with your coffee maker, toaster, but still keeping the laundry room right here. I think it works out really nice. So let's go in. I want to show you the master bedroom bathroom. That needs some help. So what I would wish the master bedroom was bigger, and that's going to be a major event by tearing walls out. So I'm going to leave it the way it is. I have no idea what this is. This is free if anybody wants it. We have a teeny tiny bathroom. And I really don't know what to do with this, except we're going to start here with this shower, tear everything out, tear out the shower, try to find a way to get it taller. I can't really make it any bigger. What I'll probably do is tear this wall out and add more glass and all new tile. But I'm stuck with this dinky little vanity. It's in a corner. You got mirror. It's just weird. And then that toilet. You do get a bathroom off the master, but it's about the size of a closet. So I'm stuck, but we'll update it, make it look a little bit nicer. Here's another bathroom that's tired. This all has to go. So we'll tear this entire vanity out. But what's nice is we have this porcelain tub. Some of these are now fiberglass. So we'll leave the tub, tear all this tile out, and take it all the way up to the ceiling. That will make this look nice. But I'm going to show you something cool. We have the basement in this house that's finished, but that needs a lot of work as well. But that will make up for all the weird stuff. To get to the basement, it's right off the kitchen. So this is downstairs. For some reason, when they built this house, it looks like there's a set of stairs going upstairs, but it's a ranch. There's nothing. So I'm going to tear this entire wall out, tear that ceiling out, and that will open up this when you come into the front door into the kitchen. So I'll have an open staircase going downstairs. Let me show you. This is kind of ugly too, but we're going to make it look cool. It's pretty dark. Back in the day, what they did to support the house, they put a wall right down the middle. So we're going to tear that wall out, open it up, because on the other side is a game room. We're going to tear this bar out. That's ugly, doesn't work. So we'll reconfigure this whole lower level. But what's worth it is that this house came with a shuffleboard table and a pool table. See how it's divided up? By opening up this room, it will make it feel a lot better. So the basement, as you can see, needs a lot of work, but the best thing we got out of here was a shuffleboard table and a pool table. So I'm going to head upstairs. So another thing I got to do is, this is not a dirty window, it's a bad sliding glass door. So I have a new sliding glass door coming, but we got a beautiful backyard and a huge deck. But you can see it needs to be power washed. The material still is good, wood's good, so we'll get this power wash. As a matter of fact, my wife loves to power wash. That's going to be her job. So tomorrow we're going to be starting the demo on this project, and by the end of this video, you will see a totally transformed house. So let's get busy working on this property. heading to my rental house right now. It's been a little over a week, and we've started the demo. My sons, Nate and Max, they've done some work. They're talking like they might even move into this place. Eugenio, who does all my siding, he's been super instrumental, and as you guys know, Cal, my intern, he should be even hopefully here today doing some stuff. So what's happened is a lot of the walls have come down in the lower level. We've taken out the entire kitchen. Eugenio's is supposed to start on the exterior siding. It's that vinyl siding. There's even holes in that, so I'm tearing that all off. Gonna do it right, get it all done right the first time. Tore out all the tile in the shower, so we'll take a look, see how it's coming along. Hope we're making some good progress in about, I think, like I said, a little over a week. So here we go. Okay, here we are. I can see Eugenio's made a huge attempt and really getting it all done. He's got all that vinyl siding removed, and what's left behind is this foam green. I've never seen that before, but probably makes sense. This house was built in the 70s, long before I even got in the construction business, so still more that has to come off. You can see this, this is that vinyl that's been wrapped around wood, so he was questioning if you need to take that off. I'll tell him everything's coming off, and we're putting all brand new back on. We're gonna paint the brick. I got a new window. Check out 2 new windows on the front of the house. And we're going to tear some of these bushes down, because my idea to make this house look kind of fun and a little updated is between those 2 windows, I want to put cedar siding as an accent, and then we'll paint the rest of the house probably a white or light gray. So stay tuned on that one. So guys, I'm here with my buddy Wayne. You've met Wayne before with More Sound. He does all my AV, TVs, all the wiring. Electricians don't like to mess with that kind of stuff. So this house is built in the 70s, so it's outdated. We've demoed a lot of stuff. I'm here to check that out. Wayne does all of our high-end homes, so we're gonna have to gear you down a couple notches for this one. Okay. But I want to find out what I have, what do I need, and I don't want to go overboard, but I need Wi-Fi and TVs. Yep. Right? So okay, let's take a look. Okay. Okay, come on in here, Wayne. Shoo! That's where's Flair? Look at this place. They've taken everything out of here, Wayne. I don't. You never saw it beforehand.
No, this is my first time.
That was a kitchen. Well, we'll come back to that one. So I'm gonna take you guys through, and Wayne at the same time show him what we're doing and find out where we think we need to put TVs. But you can see here, this ceiling, where all these holes in the ceiling, that was a wall. We've opened that up. And this stair rail was a wall all the way up, and there was even remember that sloped ceiling? You can see how they sloped it, like they were putting a staircase to nowhere. So I opened all that up, so it makes this room feel larger. That's a new window we put in, so we got to come back with my trim carpenters. But while I got you here, Wayne, I feel like, where do you think the best place is for a TV? Would you put it on that wall? My gut is saying
I would put on this wall
right
here. You don't want a wall. You don't want on a wall that you're walking through pathway.
Oh yeah, because that's a hallway.
There's a hallway there.
Going to the bedrooms.
So you put on this wall right here.
Okay, I like that.
But
so,
we got to get Wi-Fi here someplace.
Well, let me walk you back through the kitchen and see, because sometimes we put them in the kitchen, right up high.
Yeah.
But it's at the other end of the house. Is that bad?
Yeah, I want it in the basement someplace. Probably.
Oh, okay. So, well, let's go down there real quick and see. It's kind of.
Do we have power down here?
Yeah, there's power in the whole house.
Okay.
Okay guys, so downstairs here, while Wayne's doing his thing, checking out what he needs to do for the Wi-Fi and outlets, what have you, let's talk about what got done after I gave all the guys instructions. It looks good from here. The big thing was we came down the steps. These stairs were wobbly. They didn't have enough structure behind them, so I had a couple different guys working. Alex, which you've seen on Flair's job, wanted an indoor job because it was 100 degrees. I got him in here, and he built this 2x4 wall. I raised it up. We call this a curb. This will get wood trim on here. This will get sideboards, skirt boards we call it, which will match on both sides. I'll have a trimmer coming to do that. So that entire wall right over there there was just one door going into that room. Now it's wide open. People thought it was load bearing. It is only where those columns are. And take a look. What I've done is I beefed up this column inside here. You can hear this. Got a steel beam. That steel post is all, I need 2 of those, one here and one down there. But to make it go away and make it look like this wall is kind of architecturally correct, we did a 12-inch framed wall. We'll drywall that. Now we're able to get outlets in there. And so when you come downstairs, it really is nice and open, but it still divides it. Hey, remember this ugly bar? It finally got vetoed. The wife says it's got to go. We tore it out. But what we did do is we're keeping it a bar, but instead of sticking out into the middle of the room to keep this more wide open, the sink that was here, we're now putting it right there. You can see I had it drawn, the sink. We're gonna have about a 48-inch bar, and the plumbing we had moved from this location to there. So it was a fairly inexpensive thing to do, and we're still able to keep the sink. So all in all, I know the electrician hasn't been downstairs here yet. I'm waiting for him. He's been kind of working in the evenings, doing a side job. So once we get that going, we'll be able to start drywalling. Let's go upstairs and take a look, and I'll talk about the kitchen and what was done up there. Okay, coming up here, but I do have a problem. I have this little wobbly wall that was supporting. If I can't support this the way it is, I might have to resort to putting a column right in here, which I think will look fine. So as we spin around, that ugly kitchen is now gone. There's a surprise here I'm seeing. These wires, when they built this house, they took a shortcut. They pulled the wires through the soffit. I've got to see if we can't get those up into the attic, because I've ordered cabinets that go almost to the ceiling. So those wires have got to go someplace besides where they're at. That's problematic. When we tore out some of this soffit, I was told that there was a plumbing pipe in there, so the other soffit had to be put back in place, which means I've ordered cabinets for here. They're not going to fit. So I have an extra cabinet that I got to figure out where to put it in. But to go to plan B, we talked about putting a wood shelf in the kitchen so that we will now have more of a modern look. It's not a great thing for storage, but these cabinets we've ordered have a ton of drawers, so your dishes and can go in the drawers. These uppers will be shelves. Hopefully that's what I'm thinking. That wood shelf can match the wood shelf at the staircase. So sometimes you gotta be willing to compromise. But that extra cabinet, I believe we can stick it in this laundry room. So let's go down. I'm going to show you the bathrooms. We tore out all the showers and the tub tile, and that's starting to go in. Can I take a look in here? They left me. So this was still is the main bathroom, 3/4. We tore out all the tile, left the porcelain tub. Check this out. These guys are doing a good job. Because we don't have a homeowner in mind, I'm the guy. We're willing to work with the tile guys. They have a lot of this leftover tile from jobs. It's not enough to do anything major, but it's great for an accent. So we'll take all the free tile we can get. Kind of like the Flair thing. He'll take anything free. But that turned out nice. Let's go see the master bedroom shower. What's happened there? Okay, so in this little tiny master shower and bathroom, we've demoed everything out of here. You see it's looking good. Everything's gone, but it looks like a disaster. I did talk to the plumber when he demoed this. He said the shower valve, everything in there is so old, he went and put all new plumbing in. So that'll be good. And I can see they've taken this is called Durock. We're tiling all the way up and around the ceiling. I don't know if you remember, these walls were kind of thick here, thick here. We took it all out. This will become all glass, making this shower feel bigger and trying to make the bathroom feel bigger as well. The ugly sink that wasn't even worth seeing is now gone. Okay, so everything's good here in the master. Everything's demoed that needs to get done. Let's check out the 2 bedrooms. There wasn't really a whole lot to do there. These 2 bedrooms, the carpet's gone. I still got the drapes. Those need to go. So those are minor. Then here in the living room, family room area, there was a tiled entry. Back in the day, you would just tile a little section where you could stand on. That's all been removed, and we ought to build this floor back up, because all this will be one flooring all the way through. So I love how open this is. I did get a brand new sliding glass door. The old ones weren't very weatherproof. They were kind of leaky. So we got a super nice one. And then the deck. My wife and Max, for some reason they like power washing, so I turned them loose on this thing. And they've got some of the stuff off. It's kind of like a weird paint stain that's on here. I think we're gonna maybe have to sand this deck or do something, because there's a lot of splinters and it's kind of rough. So the guys are doing a great job. Got the demo. We've even started with the electrical tile. So what's coming up next is I got to get my trim guy back to go on the windows, and the drywall guys. That'll be the next week. Painters, and then this house starts coming back together. But so did I show you? I got some new boots the other day. Look at that. I should do my. That's called a new boot goofing. Okay guys, it's the end of week 2. We're starting to put the house back together. I'll take you through and show you what we've achieved. I'm pretty amazed with how much we have gotten done in 2 weeks. So you can see we've got the siding. Eugenio is here. This was a cool accent that I came up with. I give myself a little strike in that column to put that cedar accent right in the middle. The neighbors have now called me up. Next door neighbor wants his house sided. He's liking what I'm doing. So all new James Hardy. We're going to paint the brick here, so next time we're back you'll see all that will have changed. Let's go inside. We're starting to put the cabinets in. Okay guys, as you can see, I'm here in the kitchen, and just yesterday there was nothing in here, so they installed this entire kitchen in 24 hours. These are a pre-finished cabinet, and we went with that because one, this model, you sit down with the reps and they'll lay out your entire kitchen. We went with a lot of drawers because I don't have much space for uppers. I did that on purpose, and I'll explain that. But right now what we're seeing is a refrigerator is what goes right here, and it's not done. We're missing a panel. So to make this look more finished, see this panel right here? There'll be another one that will come right straight down. So when you walk in from the garage into here, you just don't have a refrigerator sticking in the room. It'll be sitting right into a built-in cabinet, which that will look nice. So that's coming. So this is where the cooktop's gonna go and the microwave right up above. And then all this drywall we see will be covered with a tiled backsplash. And now we're at a position where our countertop guys can come and measure. So that room is the laundry, but I've taken the door off and we made it into a coffee bar pantry. So there's a ton of space in there as well. I was gonna put a barn door on there, but it's getting too close to the cabinets. I'm afraid that when I have a barn door right here, it swings back, it's going to encroach. I can't even open this up. This cabinet drawer would hit the door. So I'll get rid of that. That'll save me a couple $100, and I think it still looks nice because I like the idea that you transition into a coffee bar right off the kitchen. It's something that's different and unique in this price range home. Let me see if we got a light. Okay. This is the main bathroom. We have 3 bathrooms in the house. This is one of 2 that we've done. We're not doing the basement one. So we're getting a whole new vanity. That's been tore out. We're using the same toilets. Those were in good shape. But check this out. This was a tiled shower that went up to here, kind of old style shower. We kept the tub. This is the old cast iron. They're really nice and expensive, and they're wider. The old ones are wider than the new ones, so it's nothing's worse than getting in a tub and taking a shower and you're really scrunched in. But we took the tile all the way up to the ceiling, and our tile guys were nice enough, had some leftover material, so they put this pattern on the wall. I think we might be using this in the backsplash for the kitchen as well. I'm not quite sure. So my wife, Mary Kay, she's taking care of all the decorating on this job. So the master, let's go check out that shower. We're kind of short on lights. All right, well, they're going to town. Turn a light on my phone. You can see the wall returned a little bit here. It was about this wide. And returns, which made it narrow. To me, that felt like it made the shower feel closed in. By removing all that, I'll put a big glass door on, and we took all the tiles to the ceiling, and we're actually going to tile the ceiling. We've got Durock up there. That Durock is a concrete board in place of drywall. You don't want drywall in your showers. You want a concrete-based product, and you can see that was gray at one time, and then they trowel a waterproofing membrane over it, that red or pink, and then they put the tile on. So this has been prepped. It takes a lot to create a true tiled shower. They're the most expensive. The biggest expense on a tiled shower is building the shower pan. That is probably a 3-day process of bringing in like this thin set and a mortar, building a concrete base, getting it to slope to the drain, and then they tile on top. Because if you don't build your shower pan right, that's where the leaks and the problems become a problem. And as you know, it all runs downhill. This will end up in your basement. So, oh, and we even stuck a little niche. So that's a place for soap up above, and then shampoo bottles. So that way there's nothing sitting on the floor or hanging off the shower head. That always looks real nice. All right, so I'm real happy on the progress that we're making here on week 2. I got 30 days. I got 2 more weeks to go. We're at the halfway mark. I'm feeling confident we can make it as long as some of these guys are willing to work some weekends and nights. And a lot of them are, because some of the subs I've got are moonlighting on the side, so they're looking for extra money, and I'm happy to pay it if they can help me get this job done quick. So stay tuned, it's gonna look good. We got 2 more weeks to go. All right, guys. Hey, I'm back at my rental house that we're remodeling, and I'm meeting Eugenio because I have some dinero for him. Hey, Eugenio, there he is. Where there's money, there's Eugenio. Look at, so he did all the siding in this house. You helped do some trim, mostly drywall, lots of drywall. Yeah. And Wayne did all my Wi-Fi stuff. So we're just about to the end. We've had no rain for what, 8 months, and luck would have it, the day we start painting 2 days ago, it starts raining. But now it's warming up, so I want to show you guys what we're doing on the outside here. We're painting the brick, where some people are saying I'm crazy for doing so. It's too late, it's already painted. They're doing the chimney right now. Once that's done, then we're going to put a clear coat on the cedar, and then there'll be a really dark accent on the eaves and gutters, which will really tie it in. So hang tight, I think you're going to like it when it's all done. But I'm committed to painting the brick white, so no going backwards on that. Okay guys, today's the day. We got this whole house flipped in just under 30 days, and I'm going to take you through the entire home and show you what we did in that short period of time. I think you're going to be really impressed. Let's go take a look. Okay, so as you remember, this house was really outdated. I don't think anything had been done to it since it was built probably close to 40, 50 years ago. With the entry into this room, you enter right into the family room area, and there was no lights in this room. So I went and added can lights. And what's nice about those is we put them on a dimmer, but you want to have light, but sometimes in the evening that's too much light. So a simple dimmer does a whole lot for you. We I added an outlet up on the wall, but we never got the TV hung. So this is actually my son, Nate, and his girlfriend, Jamie, live here. I'm impressed with their furnishings. They've done a nice job decorating. You'll see as we walk through the home. But as we come over by the front door, if you remember, the old days, they would create a little tiled area. You'd walk in the door and stand on tile and then quickly walk right onto carpet. We brought it into the modern day period, so took all that tile out, and we ran this LVP, luxury vinyl plank, floors through the entire house. It actually goes into every bedroom, bathroom, the same color all the way through. And another thing we do on these homes when we flip them is we use the same paint color. And the wall color we used on here is the same on the walls, but we had to do some drywall touch-ups. And typically it's hard to get the white to match, so I just had the painters paint the ceilings the same color as the walls. And it takes on a little different shade. So some people think you have to paint the ceiling a different color in the ceiling than the walls. That's not true. there's enough shadow there that gives that look. But here's something that was really bugging me in the very beginning. When we came in the house, it felt closed in. This was a full wall that hid the stairs going down to the basement. I opened it all up, and there was still an angle there. I have no idea why they built a slope ceiling when it's not necessary. We tore that all out and pushed this back, and now this makes the room feel more inviting when you walk in to the living room area, which now takes us into the kitchen. Let me show you that. So we're in the kitchen now. If you guys remember, there was an island that came across this way, and there were cabinets that typically we like to just paint, but they were so old and outdated that we decided just to tear them out and start completely over. We went and ordered all new cabinets. These are all pre-finished. We went with a lot of drawers. They're a little bit more money than a door, but you can see how much more functional they are. As you open them up, you can actually set stuff in there versus if it was a door, now you're reaching clear back and it's hard to get stuff in and out. We went with the solid quartz countertops. So we thought about taking the quartz countertop all the way up the wall, but we felt that was too much of the same color. So my wife, Mary Kay, came up with this tile pattern. And if you notice, we have this black bracket on the wall. That's the only thing I didn't get done. It just got installed. What I'm waiting for is a white oak shelving that will sit up here. And the reason why we went with this versus an upper cabinet, the cabinets that I had ordered were too tall. So I jumped the gun. So I took those cabinets, put them in another location, and then it's kind of one of those things, your limitation becomes your friend. So this forced us to come up with a creative idea. So open shelving on both sides. That'll look real nice when I get the wood in there. But that's another reason why we went with so many drawers on here, is because you can put your plates, dishes, silverware, numerous things that you would normally put up here are now down in the drawers. And as you swing around, we updated all the appliances. Everything's brand new. Went with the stainless steel. And you have the microwave oven. We got storage up above. And what's nice about these cabinets is they're fit pretty tight together. And that costs a little bit more, but it's a nice look. Some cabinets, you'll notice there's a bigger gap between there. It's called a concealed hinge. Typically, to save money, the doors might be a little smaller. See this little gap right there? Typically, you would have that between here and here. So that's an inexpensive way to go, but you tend to not maximize the space. So you can see this small gap gives you more cabinet space inside. It's a nicer look. Sometimes I feel it's important in your kitchen to spend a little extra money there. That's the backbone to the house. And if you remember, this house had a door. We took it off and we incorporated what I'm calling kind of a breakfast bar coffee makers area. So we did the full cabinet for a pantry, but as it steps into here, they can keep their toaster, coffee maker, trying to keep the main kitchen clean from a mess. But it does share the laundry room, which does look nice. And remember I told the cabinets that didn't fit above there, I put them right here. So I was trying to save money by not putting any laundry cabinets in here, but it worked out perfect because you really do need something above the washer dryer for storage. So the kitchen, I feel, turned out really nice. I hope you guys like it. I'd love to hear some comments. Let me take you over and show you the master bathroom shower that we totally redid. All right, so here we are in the master. What I did was kept the original doors to keep costs down, even the same hardware. It turned out nice, especially when we painted that dark woodwork this white, and it really makes this stand out. It's not offensive. I think it looks great. Again, all the LVP flooring came through into the bedrooms, which has a nice feel. The big problem we had in here was this ugly master bath, small shower, and the sink was in a weird corner, had 2 mirrors. Let me show you how we fixed that. So this was an old outdated shower. So we tore all the tile out. We even knocked off the edges here to make the shower feel larger. And then we went with these big oversized tiles. It's real popular right now. And we took it all the way up and we even did the ceiling with it. It's a great way to help contain moisture. It's such a very small space. I think that will help longevity when you have a rental house. So we were able to add a normal size vanity, and before we had it at as an angle. It seemed creative back in the day, but that really had limited countertop space, and at the wall you had 2 mirrors to look at. Now it's going the right direction. You have additional storage. You do have 1 mirror with a light above it, and it makes sense, which also opens up this for more room. We left the stool where it's at, and we removed the upper cabinet above and then came in with new white, fresh painted shelving. You can put towels and other things on. It's out of the way. So the bathroom now feels like a normal bathroom, and I'm real excited how that turned out. Okay, for the other 2 bedrooms, we pretty much just left everything as is. We repainted everything. We got new window coverings, and you can see they made this into an office. The other one is they've converted into a guest bedroom. What we did do in the closets is that we've added a second tier of shelving, because the old days was just one at this height. Now we go about 84 inches off the floor, and I think about 42, which allows you to double up the hanging space in a small closet. In addition to updating the master bedroom bathroom, we also did a total remodel on the main floor bath. It's a full bath. Let me show you how that turned out. So we went and got a whole new vanity, but what we did, we kept the tub, but we tore out all the tile and redid new plumbing and tile all the way up to the ceiling as well. And we added a little accent just to break up the tile, and I think it turned out nice. Adding these little shelves are something that people really appreciate, keeping things off the floor, off the edges of the tub. So shower curtain is something that people like. If you put a door on it, it tends to, you kind of lose some elbow room. So this is one of those love-hate deals, but it works out for the best in this situation. So that's everything on the main floor that we did. I want to take you downstairs and show you the lower level, how we completely opened it up and made it into a wonderful, entertaining recreational space. So downstairs here, if you guys remember, this paneling we see was the original dark paneling. All we did was just paint right over it. We kept the same wall color all the way down. And I did kind of beef up the steps. I added this 2x4 wall and a cap on it to make it look a little more finished off. But as you come around, we blew out, took all these walls out that were right in between here, and there's only 2 columns supporting it. So we're able to just wrap up these small columns. There were little posts in here, and we beefed them up a little bit to give a little scale, to make it add some interest. And remember that fireplace, that was, seemed like it was way back in the dungeon in a hole. That we painted the brick again. Remember, we're doing a lot of that. But where I'm standing right now was a full, kind of a funky looking bar that we tore out completely. And since there was plumbing already at the bar, I went ahead and just put a small bar sink in. It seems like that's nice to have for just a walk-up bar. Actually, this is the only cabinet that we bought at Menards for 99 bucks. And then we went and bought some little pieces of it to make it look longer than it really is. And we extended the countertop. So we did a whole lot for very little money. This was original. I don't know what it's doing, but it became a good start and stopping point for the bar. So we left that in place. So by keeping the space so wide open, the fireplace is a beautiful backdrop. And that is a true wood burning fireplace. But for now, they just put some candles in there. I think it's a nice touch. This is the original mantle. We thought about putting a TV above it, but we just don't have enough space. Had I taken this off, I would have had a problem. Didn't seem to make sense for scale, so we decided to get a supersized TV, and I think this is a 72-inch or something, and we had to hang it from the ceiling because behind that wall is solid concrete, and we were just having troubles getting it to fit, so this is what we came up with, and that allows us to spin it and turn it. So as you come on this side of the room, there was a wall dividing it. It has a separate rec room, game room. We felt it was much more inviting to use the pool table and the shuffleboard as one big open area. It's great for when you're entertaining downstairs. This was original to the house. They left it behind, as well as the shuffleboard table. And all I did down here was add can lights against the whole back wall. This is part of the pool table that came with the house. I thought it looked nice. We kept it. So we re-carpeted everything downstairs. Only carpet in the whole house is on the lower level. And again, just by painting the walls all the same color, that neutral color is what really, I think, makes this room feel more inviting and kind of a little larger than it really is. So I'm real pleased how well this lower level turned out. We even created a little game table off to one side, and we added a light fixture over it just to help define this space. So this is great for kids, games, adults, what have you. It's always a gathering spot. So that's everything downstairs in the lower level. The next thing I want to do is take you outside and show you the finishes we did to the exterior of the home. Let me show you guys how we achieved this look. If you remember, the house originally had a vinyl siding on, and there was actually some holes in it. So we decided to we were going to do just the front of the house, and then we did the whole house. We tore everything off the back, front, sides. So all this here is all brand new James Hardie concrete board siding. So I will probably never have to side this house for another 25, 30 years, and it holds paint for almost that long. So we thickened up this trim boards around the garage. We added new lights all around the exterior. This is the original garage door. We didn't want to spend money on that. We put in all new soffits, and if you notice, these soffits are a darker color, and we did that on purpose. It tends to anchor the top of the house, and with the white background, it just gives that little contrast. It's a nice touch. And as I bring you over here, remember the front porch, we had this wrought iron column? Well, it's still here, but we buried it behind this new updated wood column. I had Eugenio, he's the one that does all this stuff for me. So again, this is all brand new, but again, the supporting columns still behind there. And we get some mixed emotions with you guys on me with painting the brick. We did go ahead against some people's wishes. We painted the brick white, and then I added this is a brand new window we put into the house. One last feature we did is added this cedar accent siding between the two front windows. It was kind of a roll of the dice. I wasn't sure how it was going to turn out. If for some reason people don't like it, we can easily repaint this a white color because it's made to be painted or stained. So that gave us an option to try it, and if it didn't work out, we weren't out any money except for just a little extra paint. So if you step back and take a look at the home from the curb appeal side, we hope we achieved a new modern, fresh look on an old house. I'd like to hear your comments on what you think of some of the colors we picked, and if you do like this cedar accent between the windows. So all in all, I think this home turned out great. We only had 30 days to get it completed. We do have some great guys that we work with, and a lot of them work some extra hours, nights and some weekends to get that done. So I greatly appreciate that. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hopefully have more for you coming soon. And with that, I'm Brad the Builder, and I'm off to the next job site. Shoo! That's called a new boot goofing.